Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. It's the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Well, guys, Coach told me this hostile environment is going to be a big challenge today. He has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. A special teams miscue right off the bat, and they'll take over in really good field position. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The give on the option. Picked up maybe 3 on the play. It's 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Motion from the back. He'll try to do it himself. Breaks into the open. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
These guys aren't human able. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Got a little grass. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind. It forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Lindsey. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice play. This running back showing you why he truly is a 3-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. And when you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Lacey. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for it.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in.
Makes the grab in their space. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Rebels are in the hurry-up. makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. Second down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown Rebels. A great catch and run for 6.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Snagged in the middle, it's Hunter. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29. 1st and 10.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
They just keep firing. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quick handoff. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. To the air, it's Calandria. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The run inside. It's Ives. There's a little room there. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Huskers moving quickly to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Grab behind the line. It's Ives. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
The Cornhuskers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He leaves it with his back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Huskers! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continued to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This should be the last play of the quarter. Running inside, it's Lacey. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. First play of the period will be a second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but
They're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. All kinds of room to the right. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Nebraska!
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
And he tacks on the extra point. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Takes the handoff. It's Lacey. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back to pass. Here's a heat. Buried before he could blink. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in 4th down again. Great job there. Pass defense, 3rd down. This defense now starting to put it together.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. To the air. It's Calandria. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking for room. It's Lacey. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Looking to fire. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Complete to the left. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Quarterback making checks. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Going over the top. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his...
Turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense, whether it's the option or whether it's conventional. They've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Third down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Finds his man down the middle. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The Huskers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick them up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Pocket breaking down. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab. And they get it down short of the first down marker.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Lacey. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds.
And finally, we see a little bit of that, which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day. They're going to need more of that from this offense.
Right back to him on the ground. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
And the Rebels are facing third and inches. Third and inches, and we'll have to wait for it as a timeout is called. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Come to the line at the 42, facing a third and short. Gets the back moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. All they needed was a few inches, and the defense was not having it. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Got his man on the outside. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here comes the heat. And he never had a chance. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the number 21 team, the Tennessee Volunteers. And it's the home team engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. They started this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Back to pass, it's Calandria. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
But this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it at half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks, and they do it. On this first drive, they get to him. They get him on the ground. Nice job by this defense.
He makes the catch at the 10. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Rebels offense is back on the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? Defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is hungry.
Looking to throw on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Right down the middle. He's got him this time. And he slipped through the crowd, and Hill has it. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's Calandria. Throws to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
I mean, this guy has some serious guts from its own end zone. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They even things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Alexander. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Wants to throw it again. Makes the catch. It's Alexander. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10.
Hey, kill it, kill it. 496 tsunami. But hard.
Here's the give off the left side. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Release to the back. Caught. At the 45, on his way. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turn wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. Complete to the right. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Rebels, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, just nothing happening that time for the QB, right? RPO keeps it. He's trying to throw, nobody there. He tries to buy time, getting out to his right-hand side, but the defense took everything away and just forced the quarterback to have to eat the football.
After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Makes the grab on the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On the direct snap, it's Lacey. Touchdown, Rebels. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. And now, after being stymied for this entire 2nd half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. Pulls it in. It's Ives. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Huskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ives. Maybe a crease. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. He's got him. There he goes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Cornhuskers want to pick up the tempo.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it along.
There he goes. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. The Cornhuskers punch back.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through it. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. That's caught. It's ordered. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? He's got the back in the middle. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball is going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Lacey. And they're able to make the tackle.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to throw again. Spits it out to the back. They're working that left side. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Got it in the middle. It's Alexander. Touchdown, Rebels. And they've moved out front here in the fourth. The Rebels surge back on top. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So after that false start, now dealing with 2nd and 15. to throw. It's Calandria. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Huskers come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Takes it the other way.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we could put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking for his man. Connection to the right. Touchdown Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this 4th quarter.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. All by himself. And he's out of bounds after a terrific run and a nice pickup.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Huskers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll go right back to the run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
I'm sure these guys on offense dreamed of this situation. Big stage, time winding down, desperately needing a score. Well, now they can make those dreams reality. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Man, what a great play by the defender there. Big-time players make big plays in big games, and against an outstanding wide receiver one-on-one, he's able to knock the ball away and force an incompletion late in the game with everything on the line.
Wants to throw. It's Calandria. He's taking a deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes.
And this is caught for a touchdown, so hold on just a minute. We might have a finish here.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. The play action fake. Looking long. Got it down the field. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Last chance coming up. Rushes on him. Looking to the big tight end. He fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David.